How's it going, everyone? I'm Joe from Joe's Collector's Corner and welcome back to another video. Another week has gone by. We've been to the car boot again, our usual Doncaster one, and we've also had the most amount of sales I've ever had on eBay. It's blew it out of the water. Since opening the store and listing more consistently, we've just had sale after sale, and it's just mad. We're obviously paying more fees and things like that, but you know, more volume has got to be a good thing, and over time I think it'll eventually be even more money than before. Spoiler alert, sales this week totaling £814.27. I can't even remember if we've hit 700 yet, or maybe last week or the week before was the first time we'd done that, but this is the first time we've got anywhere near 800, and we actually got 814, which is just amazing. That's £727.31 on eBay and £86.96 on Vinted. So Vinted still, you know, helping chugging along while the account's active and we're not banned. We may as well use it. Today we spent a grand total of £52. I thought it was a really slow car boot today. I didn't feel like I was picking up much. I had the GoPro out. Hopefully it's long enough to be a video, but we have actually picked up quite a bit of individual items. Now it's all on the floor, but luckily I was thinking maybe I paid up for some stuff and I've probably spent £100 like I have been, but I've only spent 52. So knowing that, I'm actually really happy with what we've got, and hopefully there's some good value here. So let's start off with the shoes. We didn't buy that many. I think we've got 4 pairs today. We just got a pair. I never picked these up because I was assuming there's no value, but we've got a pair of women's Nike running, actually called Nike running shoes. I got these just because of how clean they were. They literally need a wipe off that tiny bit of mud there, and then these are sold as almost new. Somebody's going crazy with the bins outside. These only cost me about £2, so I was not going to say no, because I reckon we can get 15 to 20 on them. We then got 2 pair of Nike Air Max. We got a nice white, black, grey and pink pair. Decent condition all around. Pretty happy with them. Well, in fact, there's not even that much wear on this suede on the front, so yeah, really cool colour. Probably going to be some decent value in them. And we also bought a really cool blue pair, really nice, blue and pink, obviously all women's, but for what I paid for them, I think it was like a £5 each. Pretty good. Hopefully 25 to 30 on them. And then this is an odd thing. I didn't even know this size existed. We bought a pair of cycling shoes. These are Specialized. Now you can probably tell they're quite small. Even the buyer didn't realise that that this was a size that existed, but these are a UK 4.75, so very specific. If you're a 4.5 or a 5, you are not wearing these shoes. You've got to be 4.75. I don't know if they're meant to come with clips on the bottom or if you just attach these to any existing mechanism, but decent brand. Some Specialized stuff holds stupid value, like triple figures. No idea on these, and they're a small size, but you never know. Dogs were barking at each other through the fence, which is like a daily occurrence now. We bought a Transformer. This is an Optimus Prime. I don't think it's that old, but it is a Tomy one, and it's got some cool, I'm not even sure what it turns into, but it's got some crazy thing full of dragons on the back. And you know, for like £3 or whatever that I paid, I thought I can't let this one go. If it's a Transformer that's like a decent size and it actually looks cool and like it might transform into something cool, then hopefully it's got a bit of value. It seems pretty well built. It's not one of the crazy, like, super realistic-y transforming ones, but it's a cool thing. It's got batteries in it, or it needs batteries. Yeah, hopefully a bit of value in that. But yeah, a nice thing to photograph, and it'll look really cool on the store. We bought a Build-A-Bear. I did pay up on this. It cost me £7. They started at £8.50 and they didn't want to get any lower than this. But it is a Sven Build-A-Bear. I know there's a Sven plush that's worth decent money, like maybe 20 to 30, and I'm hoping it's this Build-A-Bear one. My phone had died at the time, so I couldn't actually check it on eBay, and I forgot to get around to it, but hopefully this Sven Build-A-Bear is worth a bit of money, and I can kind of get some money back from that £7 I spent on it. Now, I probably vowed at one point in my life to never buy anything by these people, but this seems to have a bit of value. It is a One Direction doll. It is sealed, but it has got a big crack here in the front of the plastic. But yeah, who knew this was a thing that anybody would ever want to buy or even manufacture? but hopefully somebody's asking 30 or 35 brand new. This is new but with some damage, so maybe we'll get 20 to 25 for it. Cost me about £2, so not the end of the world there. We bought one item of clothing, a nice Adidas windbreaker with like a red inside. It's black with some weird, like, it looks like duct tape, but it's like an Adidas thing, like duct tape all over it. It's weird. She said it were a women's 14, but it's labelled as a UK medium. I don't actually know how I figure out whether it is a women's or a men's. There's probably some way of doing it. It might be on the tag or the zips. I know that women's buttons are on the other side. Are the zips the same? I don't know. So it might be a women's, but hopefully 18 to 20 quid. You never know. With Adidas, it could be significantly more. It's one of them random things. We bought a pair of Polly Pockets with a figure in each one. I've seen on Instagram recently that everybody's been just tweeting about Polly Pockets for some reason. Not tweeting. Everyone's been Instagramming or putting posts and stories about Polly Pockets. We bought 2 of the little ones. I know the big sets are worth good money, but these are just these like little like pockets, I guess, and they actually have like a combination lock on it, and it tells you what it is on the back, which I thought was pretty cool. But the fact that it's got a figure in each one probably means you can either bundle them and make a bit of profit, or potentially, you never know, they might be worth a bit of money on their own. But they're in decent nick, they've got bits in them, it doesn't look like anything's broken away. For the £1.50 I paid, I think we're safe with that one. Games, we bought some games. Some of these I checked, as in checked listings or knew they were worth a bit of money, and then some of them they were just that cheap that I guessed and just went for titles that I thought might be worth something. But for the amount I paid, I think once they're all sold, there'll definitely still be some profit in it. So we got Disney Infinity 3 for the Xbox 360, solely because I know that the Xbox One version's worth about 10-12 quid. No idea about this one. We got Mortal Kombat DC Universe. It's missing the manual, but about 9 or 10 quid on that one. We've got a Call of Duty Black Ops, complete with manual. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, original Xbox. We got WWE Raw for the original Xbox. These ones are just a guess now because they were cheap. Roller Coaster Tycoon, the original for the Xbox. And then we got 2 Splinter Cell games for the PlayStation 2. We got the original, and then we got Pandora Tomorrow, which I think I've sold before, and I got like 5 or 6 quid for it. So hopefully that one and number 1 are worth something, and if not, we might be able to bundle them together. But all in all, they probably cost less than 50p each, so I was actually pretty happy with that. It's no fun when you end up paying like £2 a game and you're still not sure if they're worth money, and if they're worth $4.99 then you've gone bust, because after postage and fees you're just losing money. Bit of an old weird random thing. We bought a Liverpool VHS tape. This is a compilation of goals from the 1998 to 2002 Premiership seasons. It's got Gerrard, Heskey, the Scandinavian Scousers section, Patrick Berger, Old Boys, Michael Owen, and tons of other bits. One sold on eBay, looks to be about 20 to 25 quid all in, so pretty happy with that. Random VHS. It's always nice finding a VHS that's worth more than a penny, so yeah, pretty cool. We finally found Jurassic Park. After watching tons of Master and Pieces and, you know, everybody else that wants to find Jurassic Park, I've been looking for them. I finally found one, and what do you know, it is a really cool T-Rex with the Jurassic Park stamp on the bottom. They had 2 dinosaurs, both this size, and the other one I just couldn't find any kind of stamp or brand on it whatsoever. There was a little button I think on the side that looked like it might have had like a scratch mark on it, but I don't think that was Jurassic Park. But this one has got the traditional stamp. Really cool. And I think, oh, it actually moves. That's really cool. So you can move the tail and you can move the head. No sounds, not battery powered, but really cool. And I know Jurassic Park can fetch really good money. Again, for like £1, this might be a 15-20 quidder. It might be more. You never know with Jurassic Park. But yeah, really chuffed to find something Jurassic Park. This next item was super cheap, and that's probably the only reason I bought it, because it's no way it's going to be complete. I think it's something like 40 years old or something stupid. I'm just going to see if if there is a date anywhere. I'm not sure if there is. But it's made in Japan. It's not Lego. It must be a Japanese thing, or maybe it's before Lego. I don't know. But this is a Kawada. I think it's Kawada, Kawada Construction Blocks. New Adventures. In fact, it's made by Waddingtons. So actually, it's got a decent brand to it. It is a grand base, like space base, with loads of different bits in it. Made in Japan. The box is knackered. It's all taped up. But this guy has not seen this like out of his attic for years. And I think I paid £2 and he offered that price. So, you know, for that price, I couldn't turn it away. It's got the manual actually. It's got all sorts of stuff. Let's just actually take a look at this while we're recording. So we've got the original manual. Do we have a date? I don't know if we do, but it is old school. You can tell straight away. Really cool though. We've got little bits. We've got the people in it. We've got like the top of the moon base here that's got the little men in it. So it's all been built and obviously played with from his childhood, but it is really cool. We've got a giant propeller which goes on a helicopter. We've got some wheels. There's like part of the base. There's all sorts of stuff here. I'll show you it here. Yeah, stuff everywhere. And now it's all over my legs. Absolutely no idea what's here, but there's original stickers in it that are still on and still in great condition. Yeah, really cool. This is one of them items that could potentially fetch good money, but I just know I'm going to hate trying to figure out what's here, because there's no way that I can get replacements for it. I think the only way is to attempt to build it, and hopefully, if most of it's here, I can sell it as nearly complete. If a lot of it's missing, I'll just have to sell it as almost complete. There's no point breaking it up, I don't think, unless some of them like domes are worth good money, but I don't think they will be. But yeah, £2 into who knows what, but a really cool thing. It was just tucked at the side of his stall, nobody had seen it, and I had to ask. This is a 25th anniversary Danger Mouse porcelain figure, or is it resin? Oh, it's resin, but it's a commemorative figure. It is Stiletto Mafiosa. I think it's probably brand new. It's one of them things where obviously the polystyrene's been broken, but it's in the bag and it's all in great condition. Really cool. Looking at about 30 quid, 35 quid on them. Really nice, cool little thing. There's a few different ones you can collect. They're all wildly different prices on eBay, but this one seems to be pretty decent. And then the last thing we bought was £10 for the pair. Both identical, one with the outer box and one with not, are EE signal boxes, which I'd never seen before. So it's always worth looking up your routers and EE and BT branded things. So these are 3G signals, boosters and things for indoor, for like home offices. So I think you can put a SIM card in them, or maybe you just run Ethernet to them and they just boost your Wi-Fi. These are weird. So I paid 10 quid for the pair, and if you look on eBay, they're all over the place. There's sold listings from 99p to 105 quid, and the 105 quid was just like never used. It wasn't like sold as brand new, it was just sold as never used. And these are really good condition, and I think it's just going to take, they're made by Cisco, and I think what I'm going to have to probably do is just sift eBay for a while and just try and find whatever the average price might be. Like, this thing is genuinely brand new. Okay. Wow. So the one with the yellow box we definitely know is new. All of the cables are sealed in the back. Really nice. Could potentially be nearly £100. Who knows? I can't see it go for that much, but I definitely think we'll get more than a £5 each for them. So yeah, really good purchase. I do like buying random bits of technology. It sells really easy. It's super easy to photograph. We've sold some this week, which you'll find out about in a minute. But yeah, really nice. I've got one in the original box, and then I've got one just in the Cisco box, which is inside that yellow box. But yeah, first thing I picked up on the morning. So even if the cupboard was completely empty, I think these are actually a really good purchase. So that's everything we bought this week. Let's go through the sales. Like I said, unbelievable. We've got the statistics and the numbers on our laptop. For some reason I've got the laptop in front of the computer today because I just was dragging GoPro footage off of it. But it doesn't matter, they're both the same thing. Total sales, like I said at the beginning of the video, £814.27, which is just unbelievable. It's the most money I've ever made in a week, and it's blowing me away. A couple of sales were commission deals where I'm going to split it with a friend. I got them for free and sold them, but they sold within a week. One of them sold within 10 minutes, so it's easy money. It's free money to me, so well chuffed. Let's go through Vinted first. So Vinted, we did £86.96. We had 3 sales. First thing first, we sold a women's Columbia jacket that went on offer for $20.99 all in. It's bought for about £2, so pretty happy with that. Diesel Wakey jeans. These were from the charity shop where I bought 4 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of Replay, pair of Levi's, and then those pair of Diesels. These went on Vinted for full price, higher than you'll probably ever see on eBay. Not made in Italy either. They went for $34.99 plus postage, so $37.98 all in, and they're well chuffed with them. I've got positive feedback. I've sold 3 out of the 4 pairs of them jeans and made well over £100. So let's just hope that guy donates some more clothes to the charity shop and I will go buy them. A final sale, Nike Tiempo Rio boots. These were bought for pennies because they had no laces and they're only a size 6. So they might have been 50p or something ridiculous. I put some random laces in them. I've had them up for 35 for ages because it turns out they are a rare pair of boots, and if they were bigger sizes, they'd be worth even more money. And I've just been sending out good offers, and seeing as it was on Vinted and you don't pay fees, I thought I'll go for 25, knock £10 off, and it worked. They bought them straight away and they're on the way now. Let's go over to eBay. Like I said at the beginning, £727.31 on eBay, which is, I think just on eBay, that's probably the most I've ever done on eBay in a week. So what we'll do is we'll start from last Sunday and go all the way through to this Saturday because that's the week that I do my accounts in. First things first, on Sunday we sold GoldenEye for the Nintendo Wii 007. That went for $4.99 free postage. We then sold a England cricket shirt bought from a charity shop. That was a men's year 2000 one. That went for $20.99 all in. We sold another Lord of the Rings Armies of Middle-earth figures set. This was the Orcs of Cirith Ungol. Brand new, that went on offer for $19.99 all in. I think I paid 20 or 30 quid for, I think it was 20 for 6 boxes or 6 different ones. Still got quite a few, but I think I've sold about 3 now and we're definitely into profit. So pretty happy with that. Our first book auction ended and we sold the Shivers Horror Book Bundle for $45.99 all in. Which, to be fair, for 36 books, they got a really good bargain because some of them books individually are worth good money. And I think somebody managed to sell like 9 for 30 quid. So $45.99 all in. I know that they only owe me 2 quid or whatever, so I'm really happy with that. And hopefully somebody's got a really cool collection of 90s kids horror books. We then sold Guitar Hero 2 for the Xbox 360. That went for $7.99 free postage. We sold a Apple iPod Nano 6th Gen, the little pink one with the touchscreen. That went for £35 free postage. We've had some offers on the bigger iPod Touch. I think that's the 5th or 6th Gen. Not sold yet. I'm holding out for above 40, but hopefully we'll get that soon. After cancelling an order and relisting it, we then sold the Fisher-Price Disney's Frozen Castle. This thing was huge and only just fit in my biggest box, and I had to warp it a little bit. It was a nightmare, so I might stay clear of this next time. But that went for $27.99 all in. We sold the giant pair of Vans trainers, the size 15. They went for £25.50 all in, which is way more than any pair of Vans is selling at on eBay if you have a look. But they were size 15, so I thought I'm just going to make it up. They're an insane price and somebody's going to need them, and they're still cheaper than buying them new. We sold a DS Lite handheld system. This was the polar white one with the original charger. That went for £33.50 all in. We sold a Harry Potter, I'm saying the word we sold a lot, but a lot of individual items have gone out, so I guess I'm going to have to. Harry Potter Lord Voldemort Ultimate Dueling Battle Trainer. This thing is terrifying. It was just a massive Voldemort's head with a wand, and you play with it and it does actions and you have to duel it. That went for £31.50 all in. The Last of Us Remastered, I think this was a personal sale from years ago. That went for £8.99 free postage. Brand new and factory sealed Mass Effect 2 game for the Xbox 360. Unfortunately, even though it was brand new, it's not worth a whole lot of value. You can get about 12 quid on Amazon. On eBay, I got £7.99 free postage. The Sonos player that we got last week was unfortunately extremely faulty. The speakers are well and truly gone. You try and play something and it is just crackling and distorted and horrendous. Sold it as spares and repairs to somebody that has speakers for it. That went for £44 all in. It's like an £80 to £100 speaker, so if they've got the parts for it, they can make some good money or have another Sonos speaker in the house. Paw Patrol Dino Rescue Patroller, the massive one from the last video. That sold for £22.99 free postage. It's a motorised one. You press the button on the top and it just goes. And it's really cool. It was really heavy. Luckily I had a box big enough for it. £22.99 free postage. We sold the Nintendo Bowser Castle finally. Somebody was really happy to get it because they're after the tiny cage that was in the box, but they wanted it all. They paid £23 all in. The retro Adidas bomber jacket that I've had for months has finally sold. I was gutted about this. I paid £8 and I sold it for £10 plus postage. And the only reason for that is it had a slight tear in the arm there, like somebody caught it with some scissors. It didn't go all the way through, but it was kind of like a mesh out a bit, like a netting thing, and it ruined it. That was like a £70 jacket pre-owned. It's super rare. I've still never seen anything like it. And it is real Adidas 2008. But I just wanted to get rid. I've had it forever. Can't sell it at the car boot because people see the hole and then don't want to pay a tenner for it. Luckily, it sold and it was clearly in the listing and messaged the buyer as well. After selling these and not getting payment, I relisted them and they sold straight away. It was a 5 Monster High doll set or bundle. There was 4 Monster High dolls and 1 Bratz doll from 2008. They sold all together for £29.99 plus postage. We sold an Amazon Fire game controller. This is the 2nd generation game controller, brand new and sealed, out of stock on Amazon. So I had no idea what the original price was, but that went for £26 all in. I think I had it up for about £29.99. Happy to take some offers. We sold a pair of Umbro Speciale football boots. These are similar to they're the same as a pair I've sold before, but the first pair were brand new without a box. These were used. They went for £21.99 all in. And they were only a size 5, so that's a really good price, I think, for a size 5 pair of shoes. First commission deal, Lego Harry Potter Hagrid's Hut. This is a retired set, brand new and sealed. That went for full price, £69.99. I sent out quite a few offers for that at about £65 or something like that, and it just shows that I should have just held out and at least left it a week because this did sell for full price. This is a nice little free sale. The Paw Patrol Robo-Dog figure that was inside one of the buses that I bought last week, didn't really know it was there. That went for £11.99 all in. Last couple of sales now that still need actually posting, so I'm going to package them up today and send them out. We sold a table lamp base, twin bulb brass table lamp thing. Looks like a metal Gatsby style. It's quite heavy. It's really cool. That went for £29.99 all in, which is full price actually, which is really good. I've had it for a while. I've sent out a lot of offers, but it went for full price. We sold another commission deal, Nintendo 3DS Aqua Blue. I bought a charger for it, and then that went within 10 minutes for £68.48, full price. Just amazing. And finally, 2 more sales. We sold our first of the 2 Apple Airport Express base station things we've got. This was the plug-in version with a Ethernet over power and Wi-Fi range extender built in. It's old tech, but it's genuine Apple. That went for £19.99 plus postage. We've still got 1 more of them available. So the last sale of the week, through the GSP, they're off the way to Italy. They're actually sat in a bag next to me, so I'll go fetch them. It's this bundle of 8 Star Wars, what are they called, blade builders, lightsabers, with some extra accessories, and there's also like the Rey staff in there with the bits that go on the end. tons of them, sounds, lights, the lot, you name it. They finally sold. So they were listed for $79.99 free postage. I've accepted an offer of $68 and they've paid $30 on top of that to post to Italy. So £68 from, I think I paid a tenner for all of them. So 10 into 68 is great. I could have held out for 80, but something like that that's awkward, big and in a bag rather than in the boxes in the shed is just worth, you know, clearing the space for them. So yeah, 68 quid. Definitely happy with that. Going to be packaged up today and sent out tomorrow, and hopefully they're happy with them when they arrive. So that's everything that sold this week. We've had one sale this morning, which you'll see in next week's video. What a week it's been. A lot of packaging, a lot of running to the post office. I ran out of labels at one point and had a nightmare. I've now got 1,500 labels, which should last me like a year and a half. But if we keep selling at the rate we are, maybe not. You never know. But yeah, like I said, over £800 in a week. The most I've ever done. Some really cool sales and some nice stuff bought this morning. So I hope you all had a good week. I hope if you've been to a car boot this weekend, you've bought some cool stuff. Feel free to let me know on Instagram or in the description in the comment section. I'll see you all in the next video.